everyone, it's Gianna. Today I'm doing a question and answer video. Some of you that are watching probably don't know me. Now you can get to know who I am a little bit. The first question is, what would your life be like without Disney and what would you be doing? Really not surprised that the first question is a Disney question. My life without Disney would not be like drastically different, but probably drastically different. I would be like cooler for sure. I would probably be doing American Sign Language or fashion design, which is what I went to school for before. What was it like to be in a long distance relationship during your Disneyland college program? Not gonna lie, it was really hard because it takes a lot of effort to be long distance, especially when you're working for Disney and you're working crazy hours and you're just getting off of work at 4 a.m. Chicago time. But I think that if you're willing to put in the effort, that you should definitely do it. I know a lot of people have questions about long distance relationships going into the college program. Both of my programs, I was in a relationship. I never had any regrets. If you're thinking of staying home because of your significant other, don't do that. Still do your program, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. You have a really great job with a great company, so you're really not losing all that much. What is my favorite fast food? In-N-Out. I'm a vegetarian, so fast food wise, there's not a lot that I can have, but at In-N-Out they have a grilled cheese animal style. That's my girl. One of my friends from Disneyland, Jordan, he used to take me to In-N-Out all the time and it was my very favorite thing. It's cute. Go to In-N-Out. Have you ever run away? Yes. I was kind of a terror growing up. When I was younger, I would run away from my parents, and now that I'm older, I just run away from my problems. When I was younger, the biggest time I probably ever ran away, I was gonna run away to Florida. Oh, I was, I think 13 at the time. Going into our workout room, I told my mom I'm gonna do some fitness, and I turned on all the machines and I turned on the TV and I opened the window and jumped. And I ran as fast as I could to my friend's house 2 towns over, so it was like quite a run. And I was not a very fit child. And I got there, we're like, okay, so I'm running away, I'm going to Florida, I got $100, I'm gonna buy a train ticket. I don't even know if that would have worked. I don't know if there are even trains that do that. But she's like, okay, I'm gonna call my mom and I'm gonna tell her we need to go to the train station. Keeping names out of this, her mom was like, well, if you don't want your parents to find you, you need to turn your phone off and you need to get a burner phone, otherwise they're gonna be able to locate you. So I'm like, oh shit. I hate telling this story because I just like hate my 13-year-old self for doing this. I broke my iPhone in hopes that my parents like would never be able to find me. We went to the mall and I got a burner phone, but I put my SIM card from my old phone in the burner phone. There was no more room in her car. Get in the trunk and I'll take you to the train station. So I'm in the trunk of this lady's car on my burner phone. I keep getting calls from my dad because the SIM card transferred over all of my information. So my phone number was the same and I'm like, oh shit. In the trunk of this car, and I'm like, I gotta answer, because if I don't answer, like I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I was so scared, so I answered the phone and he was like, where are you? I'm coming to get you. And I was like, oh. So I like was knocking on the car. I was like, I have to go home. She's like, well, I don't want to get in trouble for this. She dropped me off at a Walgreens and my parents picked me up and I got in a lot of trouble. And that was like my worst runaway. And I never got to Florida, so like RIP on that dream, but then like I did later on in life. So have you ever lost your phone? Yes, I have 2 times. One time in Disneyland, one time in Disney World. Both times I left my phone on top of a car. I was leaving Typhoon Lagoon one day and I had 103-degree fever and I'm like, we need to go home. I was with my boyfriend at the time and we walk out to his car and I'm like, hold this towel up. I'm gonna change out of my bathing suit. I was groggy. I was really lethargic. I'm changing out of my bathing suit. We get in the car and we drive to his house. It's 40 minutes away. We get to his house. I fall asleep. I wake up. This has been like 5 hours since we've been at Typhoon Lagoon and I'm like, can you find my phone for me? And he's like, sure. Looks everywhere in the house. He's like, yeah, gee, your phone's not here. I'm like, no, you're dumb. Like, go look harder for it. It's probably in the car. It's probably, check the hamper. Did you check the hamper? He's like, oh God, I didn't check the hamper. I'm like, go check the hamper. Go check every inch of this house. I need to find my phone. So I'm like, my boarding pass is on there, like everything. That's my life. I need it. And he's like, gee, it's really not here. So I call my mom and I'm like, I lost my phone and I'm so sick. Okay, I'm gonna do find my iPhone. And my mom like literally can't even unlock her phone. She somehow turns into a tech genius. She's just like a tech whiz. And she's like on the phone with Apple and she's like, locating Gianna right now. And she like sends me a screenshot of where my phone is and it's in a field. And I'm like, oh my God. When I was changing out of my bathing suit, I left my phone on top of the car. Duh. So he's like, it's only 10 minutes away. Like my phone held on to the top of that car for 30 minutes because it is loyal. And then it fell off. when it couldn't hold on any longer. We got in the car, it's nighttime, like really dark night, it's raining. We pull into this like horse farm and we're walking on the side of the highway. It's pitch black. He has his phone. He's like shining his flashlight. All of a sudden fire ants start crawling up my leg. I'm getting bit. This is actually the worst case scenario possible. We're like walking. I see a little glimmer. I look and it's my phone, and it flew off the top of the car, like when we were turning on a bend, and it flew off into the grass next to the street. Nothing was wrong with it. Even though it was raining, I had an OtterBox on it and it was okay. I've never like actually lost my phone and never found it again. What is your favorite Starbucks drink? I don't drink coffee ever because it makes me feel like I'm on speed. I don't actually know what that feels like, but I'm like assuming that's what speed feels like. So if I ever do go, I get like a green tea lemonade because it's good. I actually have one right now. That kind of tastes like medicine. What's your favorite DCOM? High School Musical, obviously. In order, 2, 1, 3. What is your zodiac sign? I am a Leo, and I'm the biggest, fattest Leo you will ever meet. I am like a leader, and I am a star, and I am outspoken. What's your fave Walt Disney World? I literally read fave because it says fave on there. What's your favorite Walt Disney World and Disneyland ride? Walt Disney World, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain are tied. Can't break the tie. I mean, if I had to break the tie, it'd be Splash Mountain, but like can't break the tie. Disneyland, Indiana Jones, all day. What's the coolest place you've ever traveled to? The place that I had the most fun was Greece. That was like such a insane trip. Like the stuff that I saw there and the stuff that I did there was so crazy. What is one food you could eat every single day for the rest of your life? Greek salad, for sure. It has all of my favorite things in it and I just like love it so much. What's your favorite song at the moment? My friend Nicholas from New Jersey just got me into the Bleachers and I've been liking everything by them, so like let's say that. What's your favorite high school memory? High school was kind of a shit show for me. I had a great time. When I was a freshman in high school, I was on the cheerleading squad. I was always ineligible because I had Fs in almost all of my classes. So they called me DJ ineligible because at the cheer competitions when I would go, I would just have to press the play button on the stereo so the other girls could do their routine because I wasn't allowed to do it with them until I got my grades up, which I literally never did. When I was in high school, I traveled a lot because my brother is a professional video gamer and he had competitions pretty often and the whole family would go. We had an event in Orlando that I had to go to. I had a plane ticket and everything. We were set to go and I told my coach, I have this event that I need to be at in Orlando this week and I can't make the competition, which I thought wouldn't matter. I'm literally not even on the squad. And she was like, absolutely not. You need to stay here. You could stay at my house if you need to. You need to be at this competition or you're getting kicked off the squad. And I was like, like what? Like that's not happening, no. I went to Orlando, I had a great time, my best days, and I got back to school on Monday and I'm sitting in biology class and she came in all guns blazing, bring it on style, in front of my whole biology class, walks in and was like, Gianna, turn in your uniform. And I was like, everybody in the class was like, what's going on? What? And I had to like turn in my uniform in front of the whole class. And it was like kind of embarrassing, but I think now it's like kind of funny. Another story, I was in musicals all of high school, but not in school because I didn't want anybody to know I did musicals. So I did them through community theater. One of my best friends, Anthony, and I were driving to our show one night and it was dead of winter in Chicago. It was freezing cold. The roads were ice. There was a really bad storm coming. We were like, well, you know, show must go on. So we're in the car. Anthony was driving. We're going down this road and there's absolutely nobody out. And we're driving along, we go through a green light and all of a sudden our car hits this like huge patch of ice and we just go spinning out. And me and Anthony always talk about it happening like this, like time stopped. It was like full slow motion as our car was just doing like triple sow cows around the street. I was dead silent and I just like kind of accepted the fact that my life was about to end. Anthony put his hands up like this and went, ah! It was happening in slow motion and we did, I think, 4 full turns, stopped right in front of a light pole. We were fine. Everything was okay. But I think about it all the time because like we really could have died that night, but we didn't. So that was fun. That was a good mem. What is your favorite Disney character? Max Goof, because he's hot and he skates. If you could visit anywhere in the world, where would it be? I want to do all the Disneys. I want to do Hong Kong, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Paris. I haven't been to any of them yet, which is wild. What is your favorite Disney song? The mashup that Disney Channel did in like 2006 of the Disney Channel character singing A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes with like Dylan and Cole Sprouse and Raven Simone. That song will never get old. What's your favorite Disney memory? A good one that I recently had, there is this shoe tree in Bay Lake right behind the Contemporary Resort you could take a boat out to. And it's just a tree covered in shoes from past cast members. And I have been obsessed with that tree since I was so little. And my whole program, I was like, can't wait to throw my shoes on the shoe tree. I'm gonna tie my shoes and throw them on the shoe tree. My last day of my program, I went with my friend Caitlin, rented us both speedboats, and we drove out to the shoe tree. And I'm like, girl, film this. This is my legacy. I've been waiting for this my whole life. This is gonna be the best moment. She like put her boat in neutral and went to go film. And I like tied my shoes together and I was like, for you, Papa Walt. Her boat kind of started going like sideways. And I like went back to throw them and her boat was turning, so she like flipped her arms around. So literally the whole video, you see me like winding up and then she flips the camera when I throw it and then you could like see the shoes on the tree. We missed the whole thing. I got my shoes on the shoe tree and it was so nice. So now I'm like a part of Bay Lake forever. What is something that you're scared of or hate? I'm scared of literally everything. Getting kidnapped, you know, all like the normal stuff. What is your dream job? Literally anything on the Disney cruise. Disney fairy tale weddings would be a dream, obviously. Bob Iger's wife. Bippity Boppity Boutique is my dream job. That is my dream job. I would just love it so much. I love little girls so much. I love doing hair. I love magic. I love storytelling. I think I would just, that job would be amazing. What's the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to you? So like I said, high school was kind of a time for me. Middle school was also a time. I don't really get embarrassed that easily. I guess I do now that I'm older. So in middle school, I bought a full kimono from Yak and Yeti in Animal Kingdom. And it was pink and it like buttoned all the way up and it was like floral and silk. And I got home from my vacation and I wore it to school with wooden shoes in 7th grade. Everybody was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm cute. I was with my best friend, Elena, in the gym and it was recess and we had fortune cookies and we were reading our fortunes and she said something so funny that I could never remember now and I literally peed my kimono. Like I peed. And she was like, oh my God, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here. We're in the bathroom and she's like, just throw them away. Just like throw your pants away. And I'm like, oh, like, yeah, okay. Cause like, what else am I gonna do? And I had like a full extra wardrobe in my closet because I was a fashion bougie middle schooler. I took my silk pants off and I threw them away. I need to get pants. Like I don't have pants with me. Like I need to go get my pants. So I walked through the locker bay in my underwear and my kimono top and got my jeans and walked back to the bathroom. But I like literally owned it. I didn't even care. I was like walking with my wet underwear. Like what? If that ever happened to me now, I would like die of shame in the bathroom before I ever left. So what is your favorite musical? I just saw Dear Evan Hansen in New York and I have never cried more in my entire life. And it was the most beautiful piece of art that I've ever got to experience, ever. Ben Platt, my friend Julie always says, Ben Platt invented acting. He invented it. And I'm like, you're so right. Favorite musical you were in? So I've been in a few. I'm gonna say top 3 favorites because I can't pick one. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I was 8 and it was my first time getting like kind of a lead. No, it's not a lead at all. My first time getting like a speaking role. I was Little Lucy. I remember getting the call. It was like, we're casting you as Little Lucy. And I was like, like so dramatic about it. And I was like, oh my God, okay, call my agent and confirm. Like, you know how I was. Okay, Shrek the Musical, just because it was like the peak of me and all of my friends, like acting careers, I guess. We had so much fun that show. My friend Anthony was Donkey and he had full donkey makeup on once and we got pulled over in the car and the police officer was like, just go. Like I don't even want, just go. I was the witch in Shrek. Footloose, and I got to be on rollerblades and I didn't know how to rollerblade. That was really interesting for me. The first day of tech, they gave me my blades and they were, my blades. They gave me the rollerblades. Okay, like go ahead, G. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure. Like I got it. And I literally fell so hard. I thought I got a concussion. But we stayed in character and we rocked it and it was fine. Those are all of the questions that I have. I hope that you guys are enjoying my videos. Thank you so much for watching and for my subscribers. Like, I love you guys. That's so nice of you to care. Happy Teen G Tuesday. I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.